Baba Metzia, Perik Dalet, Mishnah Yud Bet, 12th and final Mishnah in the 4th chapter of Masechet Baba Metzia. The Mishnah is going to continue to talk about acceptable and unacceptable business practices. Says the Mishnah, Tagar is the salesman, i.e. a person who's like the store. Okay? He's getting produce, he's getting product from all different kinds of suppliers, and then he's selling. So he's selling to customers. So the Mishnah, Tagar, the salesman, I guess it could be also a middleman also, but he's the person who's the merchant. Notel mechamesh granot, he can take from 5 granot, 5 storehouses, and he puts it in one migura. Migura is one shelf, one storehouse, one drawer. I would think migera in Hebrew, in modern Hebrew, is a drawer. I can't find the words today, but you can put it into one basket. I.e., when you say I'm selling wheat, you don't have to say I'm buying wheat from this merchant, from that farmer, or for this farmer. You take it all and you stick it together because you're selling wheat. Mechamesh gitod, you can take the wine from 5 wine presses. V'noten l'toch pitam echad, and you can put it in one pitam gigit gdola, one big barrel. Okay? Why? Shakol yodim bo shelo gadlu b'sedotav. Everyone knows you didn't grow it on your own in your fields. Umibnei adam arbei loker, you're buying from a lot of places. Ubechezkat ken and that's why they buy it from him. Okay, megora otzar shogrim b'tvar, one big storehouse, one big storage area. Ubilvad shlo yitkaven la'arei, as on the condition, okay, that he's not mitkaven, he's not intentionally mixing together cheap stuff with good stuff in order to make it better. Bartunura lahotzi kol liknot haro mimakom meshubach ula'arebo mimakom acher. To make the idea that it's something that's mekom meshubach and mixing something from bad things. Ushchenav sivurim shekol hapirot motor makom, and as the neighbors think, I'm selling you the good stuff. This reminds me 100% of the financial misgivings, the shenanigans that brought about the 2008 depression, or whatever it was called, the Great Recession. Why? Because what were people doing? Bankers created this thing called CMOs, collateralized mortgage obligations, which is basically a collection of all the debts that people had. Okay? They took debts from all these different kinds of people who pay mortgages. So instead of the bank saying, you pay me back, the bank sold the debt to somebody else and they collateralized them. But instead of, what they would do is, and if you want to, there's like a whole movie about this, what they would take the good stuff, the A debt, and they would mix it with all the B, C, and garbage debt of the poor people who were never going to pay back their mortgages, and they would call it all A. And then they would sell it off as great investments. That's exactly what the Mishnah is talking about. Mixing bad with good in order to give the impression of good, that somebody's going to buy something with the intention of buying good produce, and it's got all this garbage in there. And that causes financial, if only people listened to explicit Mishnayot, then the world economy would not have gone into recession for years, causing the price of my house to go to literally almost nothing. Rabbi Yehuda says, This is a fascinating position of Rabbi Yehuda. Something that's totally common today. A storekeeper cannot give out klayot, or roasted grains and nuts to children, because he wants them to come. Meaning, he's got a great business practice, right? I want the kids the mother sends the kid to buy milk or bread or whatever in the morning. So he puts out a little thing and the kids get nuts. So why? Because this is going to cause the kids ragil to come to him, and that's a way of gaining business. Rabbi Yehuda says that's prohibited. That's a dishonest business practice. Okay? Why? I think it's obvious. It's interesting. Why? Because he says you're taking away the parnasa, the Katsi says, of other chenvanim, of other store owners. Chachamim say no, that is permitted. Martinur, the Tosiyota says why? The Gemara says, Amarle anam mefalge am guzei, I give out nuts. At palge shizki, I don't remember shizki. Or you give out I think it's like dates or whatever. Meaning you want to compete with me. Rabbi Yehuda says, we're going to go into this arms race, or we're going to be giving out Slurpees to kids for free. And it's going to be hefkervelt in the business world. V'lo yivchot et hashar. You can't, yivchot et hashar is sell for cheap, for a loss. Okay? To sell cheap. Why? Nimkor bezol, mipnei shu margil lavo etzlo, because then you're going to get people to come to him. Umekapech mezanot chavirav. You're hurting your competitor. It's really interesting perspective. Is this totally different than the capitalist worldview of modern society? Meaning everybody, there's a, if everybody sells at a sale, then it's going to be competitive business practice and you're going to put people out of business. And everybody has to make a living. And there's a certain amount of money that everybody's used to paying. Chachamim omrim, zachor latov. Chachamim say, no, the guy who sells at a sale, great. Zachor latov, we should remember him for good. Lo yavor et agrisim divrei Abba Shaul. Lo yavor et agrisim means you should not, lavor is to filter out the grisim. Grisim are the grains, the bartender pulim grusot barichayim. They are the beans that are grusot, that are chopped up, that are grinded. Echat lishnayim. So there were different levels of grisim, different levels of chopped up beans. It was like finely chopped and half chopped. These are the half ones. And so what they would do is part of the skin would come off. So when you chop it up, so the Mishnah says, the Tanakamas Abba Shaul says, you shouldn't lavor means to filter it out, to clean it out, because then it looks like it's a better product than it is. Because the value of the weight of those skins is much less, and it makes it look much nicer, and you're going to charge a higher price. The Chachamim say you're permitted. Why? Because the customer can look at it and see how much is it really worth, these skins. Okay? But maybe he wants to pay a higher price for the sifted beans. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to have the shlep. This is common today. You could buy everything for cheap, but they charge you more if there's more processing. I could buy whole chickens for very cheap, but if the guy cuts it up for you, charges more. That's common. Chachamim mativim. But they agree that you can't just sift out and filter out the nice ones on the feet, at the top. Because that's gnevat ayin. That's misleading people. Meaning, you can't put the nice strawberries at the top and have the crappy ones at the bottom that nobody can see. Yeah, think about that. That's prohibited in the Mishnah. The farches means, pirkus means to like plump it up. So you're selling adam, you're selling a slave or an animal or kelim. You're not allowed to plump them up, make them nice in order to sell them. Meaning, you have to be honest. When you sell your car, I guess you can clean it and make it nice, but you shouldn't clean it and make it nice in such a way that's misleading to give you the impression that the car is better than it really is. How many of these Mishnah practices that are prohibited in the Mishnayot are actual practices that are so common in the business world today? We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to me and my father, Harab Simcha Ben. Here we are, Simcha Ben Yitzchak Kalman. Comments or questions or corrections, email me at arspoter@gmail.com. Have a great day.